Hello, everyone. A very good evening to all of you. I hope you guys are doing really great in your lives. And in today's session, we are going to have a very good discussion on some more set of questions. Right? Today, we'll be discussing some more set of questions, and those questions definitely consist of a lot of we have already done two series, and these two series were basically uh, based on two different levels, and the levels were easy and medium. In today's session, we'll be discussing like almost all the rules which are applicable in the parts of speech, and also the level would be difficult. So let's begin with the session and discuss today's questions, where we'll be discussing about questions which are of this level, right, which are of difficult level. Now, to begin with, first of all, let's just read the instructions. Now, the instruction here says, question number 1 to 20, select the sentence or sentence parts or parts of sentence that is or are correct. So, there are multiple questions going to be there, and then we have to select which part has an error. Okay. So, let's get started and discuss that what questions are these and how to cater these questions. So, we need to understand the strategy, and also we need to discuss a certain amount of questions which is uh, given over here. So the first set of question is, this is question number 1, and it has 1 2 3 4 5 5. It is divided in 5 parts. Let's just read the question first. If terrorism has been seen by enough Indians as an empirical threat, climate change has arguably acquired the same status in China. And as tensions across globe have shown, the countries who feel their existence threatened find it hard to forgive other countries who disagree. So this is whole set of paragraph which is divided in 5 sentences, A, B, C, D and E. Now we have to actually pick up, see, it's written, select the sentence or sentence parts of sentence that is or are incorrect. So we have to pick up the sentences which are incorrect, which are used incorrectly. Okay. So let's just read all the sentences, and the options here are C and D, D and E, B and C, A only. So it clearly shows that there are errors in two of the sentences, because A only. If I read sentence number A, okay, if I read sentence A, option number D says A only, option number C says B and C. So we'll just try to figure out what error is there in the sentence. Okay, so first question first. If first sentence first, if terrorism has seen by enough Indians as, so do I need to use enough at the place where it is used? Doesn't it changes the meaning of it? Shouldn't I be using if terrorism has been enough seen by Indians? Shouldn't it be if terrorism has been enough seen by Indians? Because the adjective enough is being used basically for the verb, right? Seen enough by Indians, has been enough by Indians, right? So this will be used in this manner, and rest other sentences, if I read, an empirical threat, correct usage of an article. Climate change has arguably acquired the same status in China, and full stop, and as tensions across globe have shown. So here have is being used for tensions and not globe. So correct verb used here. The countries who feel their existence threatened find it hard to forgive other countries who disagree. So I think rest of the sentences are appropriately used, except the one which we have just marked here. So I think we will go with option number D, which is an answer. So here the answer is option number D. A only has an error, right? Moving on to the next one. Okay, if the success of a TV guru with a brown rubber nose is shameful to the bore and feigning anchorman, The political success in recent years of entertainers, public figures who make an indiscretionary power is a slap in the face of the professional political class which they administer to score. So here we have options C and D, A, C and D, C only, A and D. So first of all, when I say if the conditional sentence begins, if the success of a TV guru, some TV guru we are talking about, with a brown rubber nose is shameful. So brown rubber and nose, all brown rubber is being used for nose is shameful to the, see here, to the bore of to the bore and feigning anchorman, the political success in recent years, see it says in recent years of entertainers, so of entertainers, right? So shouldn't it be like the political? I cannot connect sentence B with C when I read in recent years of entertainers. The political success of entertainers. Basically, I'm trying to say that the political success of entertainers in recent years, comma, public figures who make an indiscretionary power is a slap in the face of the professional political class, right? So it should be of entertainers, not in recent years of. So I think here in recent years of is used incorrectly, inappropriately. So the error here is in option number C, right? Okay, moving ahead to question number 3. A recent increasing in illegal deforestation threatens to reverse 2 years of improvement, guiding the government to make efforts fight illegal lodgings. I think the moment you read the statement, you get to know where the error is. First of all, to make efforts fight, See, first thing first, first year, and then a recent increasing in illegal deforestation threaten. Why should it be increasing? Increasing should be increased. Since the question is talking about a general phenomena, I will use a recent increase in illegal deforestation threatens to reverse 2 years of improvement, guiding the government to make efforts to fight illegal lodgings, and not just fight. We need to use auxiliary, this is an auxiliary verb, right? We need to use to, which will precede fight in the sentence, and then it will make a, it will be an appropriate sentence, right? To fight illegal lodgings. So the error here is in, oh sorry, so the part which has an error is option number A itself. A and E, both the sentences have an error. Okay. Next question. The pupils and the faculty gave their opening remarks. Then the teacher finished his lecture. The pupils wrote excitedly on his sheets. Neither Raj nor his classmates could finish their board exams in time. Either Priya or Neha should receive an award for their speech. So I think these are some different sentences used. It's not a part of a paragraph, and definitely we need to understand where does the error lie. So when I read these sentences, the pupils and the faculty gave their opening remarks. So the pupils and the faculty, they are attached with the help of, combined with the help of and the sentence and the pronoun here, pronoun there is being used here, which is somewhat correct, right? So I will consider sentence number A as a correct sentence. Now let's read the second one. In sentence number B, then the teacher finished his lecture. The teacher, one particular teacher, finished his lecture using a common pronoun. Sentence number B is again an appropriate one. Reading the next one. The pupils wrote excitedly on his sheets. So again, the pupils wrote excitedly on his sheet. Why will it be his sheet? It should be The pupils wrote excitedly on their sheets, right? Again, neither Raj nor his classmates could finish their board exams in time. So here it should be board exam and not exams. Board exam in time. Again, either Neha or Priya should receive an award for her speech and not their speech. Any one of them will receive an award, right? So I'll pick any one of them and I'll use a singular pronoun here. So I can see errors in sentence number C, D, and E. Hence, the error is in option number. The answer would be option number D, right? Moving on to the next one. Two of ourselves took the cab to the office. Are you and them attending the workshop? No one is concerned about the things than himself. Who can go out tomorrow? The conference is sure to last long. There are 5 sentences and we have to see which part has an error. So while reading sentence number A, I can see that the term ourselves is not appropriately used here. Two of us, we are considering each other as subjects. Two of ourselves. Why will I use ourselves without any transitive verb like enjoy, acquit, present, absent, avail, any one of it, right? There's no verb used here. So I'll not use a reflexive or emphatic pronoun accordingly. So I can directly see error here. So two of us took the cab to the office first, and then secondly, when we read sentence number 2, are you and them? Why will I use them? Are you and they? Instead of them, we will use they, subjective pronoun and not objective. Are you and they attending the workshop, right? So A and B has an error, and the option which has A and B and rest of the sentences are used appropriately. So the error here is in option number B. The answer would be option number B. Next, see, these are some different sentences given all together in a set, in a form, that you really get confused and focus on, like keep on distracting from jumping from one sentence to another to C number, then D number, then E number. But actually, you have to focus on each and every sentence which you read. While reading only, you will be able to understand that this is the erroneous part. Okay, so please focus accordingly. Follow the strategy. Like while reading only, you must be able to figure out that which part has an error. Now, newly appointed chairman Rehansh Sinha spoke recently of its again see here of its new plans. So, for a person who is Rehansh Sinha, he's a human being. Why am I supposed to use its plan here? It should be his new plans, isn't it? His new plans of the need to build long term links with its clients. With its clients? With its clients? Definitely not with its clients. So the need to build long term links with his clients again, and and look for new ways of peer survey. Okay. Okay, term links clients. Okay, in that case, term links clients have been used correctly with its clients, term links clients. Okay, so of the need to build long term links with its clients, okay, and look for new ways of peer survey, the involvement of artists. No, I think I was correct. It should be its client, it shouldn't be its clients. Okay, and then look for new ways of peer survey, the involvement of artists themselves and decisions about funding and policy. Okay, so the involvement of artists themselves in their decision about funding the policy term links with their clients. It should be their clients and look for new ways of peer survey. So the error which I see here is in option number B and C. Okay, moving ahead. The hope is that the merry expense to make suppliers pay for the disposal of their digital equipment wherever it is sold or being operated across the world will motivate the industry towards making greener machines. So here the error which I can see is in option number, somewhere in option number C. Wherever is it is sold or being operated. See, or is used here, being operated. So why should it be it is sold? One in present, one in continuous. It being sold or being operated. Being sold or being operated. So the error is on option number C, right? Next, robots are getting intelligent and more skillful. Their time has almost come. Arnold is a bit of a Hulk. It can lift a limousine into the air with just one arm, swing it around, and then set it down again in exactly the same spot with merely a shiver. So question number 8. So we are comparing, basically comparing robots now and then. There are comparative degrees used, and if you see, robots are getting intelligent and more skillful. Are getting more intelligent and skillful would be an appropriate way of using it, and not more intelligent and more skillful. It should be robots are getting more intelligent and skillful. Okay, so I can see the error in only option number A, and hence we'll go with option number A. Next question. Sport has stalling qualities. It shows how to participate in something that is bigger than ourselves and teaches us how to respect our teammates and opponents. It helps us learn how to win with more humbleness and lose with more grace, how to set a goal and achieve it. So basically, we have to see where does the error lie. Now, if you just read the sentence given in option number D, right? Read it and just see. It helps us learn how to win with more humbleness, or win more win win more with more I think win more humbly, and obviously graciously, and not with grace, more grace, graciously, and not lose with more graciously, lose graciously, right? Win humbly and lose graciously. This will make my sentence appropriate, and not with more humbleness and with more grace. A lot of exaggeration can be seen here. Okay, next question. Food and diet are the cornerstones of any culture, one of the reliable most symbols of national identity. Think of the long Italian lunch followed by the afternoon nap, a rhythm of food and rest perfectly suited to the aggressive heat of Siberian Peninsula in summer. Think of the West Bengal's meal of rice, vegetables, and only recently meat, usually served in big collective dishes, better for extended families to dine together. Now, when I read these sentences, I could just stop at two places. One, you see, one of the reliable most symbols. No, it will not be like this. The sentence is not framed appropriately. It should be one of the most reliable symbols. One of the most reliable symbols of national identity, right? First thing first, and then in sentence C, when I was reading, I just could stop here. Rest perfectly, not rest perfectly, suited perfectly. Rest suited perfectly, right? So there is an error in option number A and option number C, and hence option number A and C are in option number C. Sentence A and C in option number C, right? Moving on to the next one. Researchers found that some Spanish students who would choose a chocolate bar over a coffee mug start to prefer the mug once they have been given one. This endowment effect has been spotted with all sorts of things, from hockey tickets to shares and petrol vouchers. So while reading, I see that the sentence is going with the flow, and hence there is no error. So we'll go with option number D, which says no error. Next, her birthday is the most happiest event in this year. My friend only want to borrow rupees 10,000. Measles has broken out in the tour. Among you and me, he is definitely in the wrong. So you see, when I read sentence, her birthday is the most happiest. Why will I use two superlative together in a sentence? It should be her birthday is the most happy event this year, right? This year. So is the most happy event this year. Again, in option number C, my friend only wants to borrow, singular subject, friend wants to borrow 10,000 rupees, right? Rupees 10,000. You can use it vice versa. Inversions are okay here. And then when I read sentence number D, among you and me, why should there be among you and me? Among is used for more than two-person. For two-person, you can definitely use between you and between is used, right? You and me, he is definitely in the wrong. So sentence number A, C, I find A, C, sorry, A, B and D, right? A, B, D. A, B, D is an option number C. Next question. Sanjay as well as his brothers has gone home. The notorious dacoit with his followers has escaped. When only a child, I was taken to the circus by my mother. He had enough money to buy a new car. So there we see that I can definitely see there's no error. All the words are on point and in place. Correct? Next question. This scissor will not cut such a hard wire. My opinion is the same as yours. Little knowledge is a dangerous thing. Either the chief minister or the cabinet minister are responsible for this problem. So in this question, I see there is a word term used as scissor. It is never scissor. They are always in pairs. So it should be scissors, right? Again, my opinion is the same as yours, right? My opinion is same. Yours should be replaced with yours, use of possessive noun, right? So my opinion is the same as yours. Now in the next sentence, if I see sentence number D, either the chief minister or the cabinet minister is, any one of them is responsible for this problem. So in question number 14, I can see error in sentence number A, sentence number B, and definitely sentence number D. So we'll go with option number B. Next question. The next question says, God made the world, so man made the town. His proposals for a new international airport never saw the light of the day. She is the most wealthiest. Again, you see, most wealthiest. Two superlative degrees shouldn't be used together. Lady, amongst all the ladies in the kitty party, 3/4 of food have been eaten. So in this question, you see 3/4 of food represents a singular subject, and then it should be has been eaten and not have been eaten. Similarly, I showed you the error in option number C, and you see in option number A, God made the world and man made the town, and not so. So the errors are in option number, sentence number A, C and D. A, C and D is in option number B. Moving to the next one, insects like ants, termites and bees display a unique capacity to manage their own affairs. A lot can be done if we forget for a moment as to whom will get the credit. Whom will get the credit? Don't you think that this sentence is somewhat appropriate? Who will get the credit and not whom will get the credit, right? Who will get the credit? Then parents play a critical role. Parents play a critical role in determining what does or doesn't influence their teens. Some planning is required. Okay, I think we are good to go with this question because sentence A, C and D are appropriate. Only there was an error in B, and according to that, the option which we will choose is option number C. Okay, many trees stood bordering the north entrance to the house. Teasing by your friends is hard to take. Our desire is nothing but to live happy. She narrates the tale of crow and misery while I am hearing her version of the story. So you see, in sentence number C, shouldn't it be to live happily? Our desire is nothing but to live happily. Then in option number sentence number D, she narrates the tale of crow. Since the sentence is simple present tense form, both the words should be of the same. So it should be, she narrates the tale of crow and misery while I hear her version of the story, not hearing, right? So the error is in C and D, and hence we'll pick up option number A. Next, hooray, she's dead. You never say hooray, she's dead. You're never happy when someone dies, right? You say alas, she's dead. He's not only intelligent but also industrious, very well written. The professor has given me much information about the topic, not many information, much information. Again, my sister-in-laws. What is sister-in-laws? When you have many sister, more than one, you say sisters-in-law will come to our house next week. Hence, the error is in option number D, sentence C and A. A, C, D, I see A, C, D in sentence B. Option B. Moving ahead, the boy who is my son and whom you met in the party yesterday left for USA this morning. Give me a banana which is a fresh one. It should be one and not once, right? Fresh one. Every one of the girls got her hall ticket. Okay, if I were he, I would rather not misbehaved like this. So somewhat correct sentences. So the error is only in option number B, right? Next question. She is superior than me. So when you are using, you are comparing someone, and when you're using words like superior, inferior, prefer, etc., you always use the term to, preposition to. She is superior to me or senior to me, and not then. Okay, of the two brothers, he is the best. Krishna is more wise than intelligent. This is more preferable. See, this is more preferable than that. Again, this is more, the use of word more before preferable is redundant. You can definitely simply use this is preferable uh, than that, or and preferable is already considered a comparative degree. So we just need to use preferable and not more. So the error is in D, error is in A. A and D has a combination in sentence number C, right? So these were some of the difficult level questions which we have solved today, and I hope you have enjoyed learning with me throughout this session, and you already understand that what is the importance of error detection when it comes to. So when you're reading any sentence, do not fall trap to, you know, do not fall trap to any kind of questions which kind of distracts you. Okay, so never be distracted, never be distracted. Grammar error spotting is the process of basically identifying and correcting errors in a sentence that do not follow standard grammar rules. So you just have to figure out what is the standard grammar rules. Just practice some standard grammar rules and you are good to go for sure, right? So parts of speech, word order, agreement, subject verb agreement, tense, consistency, this is all